the day. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Bonds going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 91 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Off-play action. Bonds escaping the pressure right. And he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Back to throw now on first down. Completes it to Quick. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play here for Buffalo.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. We're scoreless after 1. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a game. They'll come out in the pistol. From the gun on 3rd down. Bonds eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Jackson now to return. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A run for Nick Chubb. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
He sets to fire deep. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. 2nd and 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big gain that time for the Chargers. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Chubb will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it, and they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Bonds. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. Not much there, only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Bonds. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw again. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to...
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So thanks to the... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football.
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and picked up by the Chargers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jackson now to return.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And a loose football. Picked off at the
accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
8 yards to go on second down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 26.
54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bonds. He finds his man, complete. It's ball. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill.
Touchdown! It's complete. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jackson now to return.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Chargers getting set to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On second down now, Savage. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This to make it a 3-score game late. This one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And this is incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Defense.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Off the play fake. Bonds. That's caught by Sims. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Back to throw again. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big gain there for the Bills.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Flushed out right. And a throw right sideline is complete. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. They'll set up a throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field.
More from L.A. in a moment.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. throwing on first down. Bonds. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Simmons. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. He's going to let it fly. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your cover.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for L.A.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Going up top, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
That's not good enough, man.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Savage. And out on the pitch, the ball's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. Taking it right down Broadway. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A.
Nothing here.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st and 10, Bonds. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this one is incomplete. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off play action. Bonds. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training